definition of terrorism is any activity involving the harming of innocent people. The ideal goal is to terrorize the populace and government until the demands of the terrorist are met or diplomatic action is taken. As Nikki Christie states, governments may say they are never prepared to negotiate with terrorists, but the history of the 19th, 20th, and 21st century seem to suggest otherwise. If terrorists can maintain their campaigns for a sufficient length of time and cause enough disruption, they may well be able to force governments to engage with them.
Our strategy is that through the effective use of guerrilla warfare and through continually maintaining an effective fighting force, we will eventually sap the political will of the British government to remain in Ireland.
All IRA offshoots have been dubbed urban terrorists by the British Parliament. Before ambushes, members hide usually in plain sight before attacking. Acts of war and defiance were carried out by the PIRA through the use of bombs. Canadian news reported that the IRA campaign appears to be aimed at causing maximum disruption while killing as few people as possible. In 1991, a bomb went off in the London Metro. The device went off 20 minutes after a man had called a local television station, gave an IRA code word, and said that bombs had been planted at the capital's 8 biggest train stations.
The operation was not aimed at killing anyone. The operation was aimed at paralyzing London and bringing home to the British people the reality of the disruption which their military presence inflicts on the people of Ireland.
Clive Atkinson angrily stated, "It's a group of 200 at most screwing up a country of 54 million. Another Metro writer explained, "That's what terrorism is all about. Disrupt the people. It's working and we can't fight it." The coffins of 3 IRA members were being lowered in a Roman Catholic cemetery when a man named Michael Stone, a Protestant, began hurling grenades into the crowd of mourners, killing 3 and wounding 24 others.
Unknown to the huge crowd of mourners, a man had infiltrated them, and as a coffin came to rest, he threw the first of his deadly grenades. Those around the graveside got down on the ground as instructed, others strained to see what was happening. Many of the crowd gave chase in hot pursuit of the man who stopped, turned, and threw another grenade.
Michael Stone was arrested, and authorities later learned of his membership in the Ulster Freedom Fighters, who were tied to the Ulster Defence Army, a largely Protestant terrorist organization. When leaders of both groups were later addressed, both groups denied any relation to Michael Stone. The fighting in Ireland is dubbed terrorism, but in only 2 cases can this be true. Both the Ulster Defence Army and the real Irish Republican Army have mainly carried out the intentional harming of innocent civilians. The goals of the Provisional and Continuity Irish Republican Army was to create mass destruction with as little civilian casualties as was possible. The goals of the formerly active Irish Republican Army consisted of gaining Ireland's freedom and the removal of British occupation. Now they are a political advocate to the Sinn Féin party, whose main goal is for peace in Ireland, unification of Ireland, better treatment of Irish citizens, and the withdrawal of British troops. An end to the troubles in Ireland could possibly be found through diplomatic solutions between Sinn Féin, Northern Irish political parties, and the British Parliament. With the shaking of hands between former Irish Republican Army commander Martin McGuinness and Queen Elizabeth, a possible end could be in sight.